Hey everyone, today we are going to talk about books about spiders. Now, whatever you think about spiders, you might be creeped out, you might think they're really interesting, you might want to read about them, whatever you think about them. So, first, I want to introduce you to a couple of nonfiction titles you might have in your library. You might have a book about spiders that's just called Spiders. You might have a book called Spiders and Their Webs. So if you have a chance to check in your library, see if you have any easy everybody nonfiction titles that might have some fun facts. We also have a lot of picture books about spiders in every library, and here are some examples of books that you might find. There's one called Arg Spider, and it is found in the Everybody M section, and a classic by Robert Krause in the Everybody K, or it might be in the holiday section too, is called How Spider Saved Halloween. You might find that. There is a character called Little Miss Spider by David Kirk. So Everybody K, and there are a lot of titles in this set of books, but we've got Little Miss Spider that introduces the character, and then there are other titles like Miss Spider's New Car. So you might like to check that out. And then one of my favorite books about spiders, Diary of a Spider. This has a main character of a spider writing a diary about what it's like to live as a spider. And that's by Doreen Cronin. So everybody see. And then, of course, we have the classic, The Very Busy Spider by Eric Carle. Very colorful, interesting book. And then some unusual titles that you might or might not have in your library. But this one I found is Maggie McNair Has Spiders in Her Hair. And that would be in the Everybody B section. The Hugely Woogely Spider. And that is by Ethan Berlin. So Everybody B section. And then in the folk tales section, 398.2, there are some folk tales about spiders. Nancy is a famous spider from African folk tales, and Eric Kimmel has written quite a few books about Anansi. We've got Anansi and the Moss-Covered Rock, Anansi Goes Fishing, so 398.2, and Eric Kimmel, so Kim. You would look for those. Most libraries should have some of those books, so I hope you have fun finding some books about spiders, whether you want to learn about spider facts, or if you want to read a fun story with spiders as a character. Have fun reading about spiders.